Greetings, young wizard. At long last we meet. I have long watched you as you made your way through the spiral. Perhaps you have felt my presence before. I celebrated your victories, and I hope that my counsel reached you in your journeys. You find me at a disadvantage. Though the ravens are all my children of a sort, some of them are quite wicked. The ravens of the coven are especially untrustworthy. They caught me unawares and trapped me in this cage. If you would help an old grandmother, talk to the 3 wise sisters called the Norns at the nearby well. They can see into the past, across the world as it is, and they know what is to come. They can help you set me free.
I am Erd, the one who knows all that has happened to you before this day.
I am Verdandi, and there is nothing in the spiral that is hidden from my sight.
I am Skald, and I knew you were coming.
We Norns tend the loom of fate. Each living being is but a thread for us to weave into the tapestry of life.
As an outlander, you are free from fate. You are not of Grizzleheim, so your destiny is not part of this tapestry.
You alone can change the course of events and thwart the frightful fate that is to come.
To free Grandmother Raven, you must do the impossible. First, fetch for us the feather of a white raven.
Skogul the Pale is such a raven, with feathers the color of the moon, rather than the night dark sky.
Go to Skogul's hut in Rundlefjord and beg from her a single white feather.
Who's that outside? If you're from the coven, leave me alone. If you've come to free me, then welcome. The door is frozen shut. If you want to be of help, fetch a kettle from the market and fill it with snow. Melt the snow in the fire pit in the market, and then bring the hot water back to pour over the ice on my door.
You get a cooking pot and quickly fill it with snow. The snow melts and boils quickly. You pour the boiling water over the ice, it melts away.
You're not from around here, are you? You have my gratitude for getting rid of the ice, but I'm still plenty mad at what's been done. If you'll go and teach a handful of those ravens a lesson, any of them will do, I'll be willing to listen. So, what are you waiting for? Get out there and thrash some of the ravens that ruined this nice village. I'll help you now that the ravens have paid for the trouble they brought to Hrundlefjord. What can I do for you? A feather? An odd request, but if it's for a good cause...
Wincing, Skogul pulls out a stray feather and hands it to you.
Use that in a spell against me, and you'll wish you hadn't.
This feather will serve its purpose, but it's only a start. We do not send you on idle errands. The things we need are for a mighty spell to change the fate of a world.
The next impossible thing we need is a claw from a bear with no name. In this world, that is no small thing.
Vanir Stormroarer keeps a census of all who dwell here. He knows everyone and may know if there is one with no name. Vanir is in his hall, and he will help you find this nameless bear. When you have that bear's claw, you can return.
You seek a bear without a name. How odd. Why would any bear not want to have a name to echo in glory? I keep a census of all those who live in this village. Read it and see if it helps.
You examine the census. The list of names doesn't include Leaf, who was standing outside of town.
Greetings. Is it safe to go back into town? What? No name? How could they take Leaf off their census? I'll have to speak to Vanir about that. What's that? You'd like a claw? How odd. I was just sharpening my claws and the tip of one of them broke off. It must be fate at work. In that case, you should have it.
The claw of a bear with no name. You are clever to win such a prize. Clever indeed. A feather from a white raven and a claw from a bear with no name. 2 of the 3 items we need are in hand.
The third item is perhaps the most difficult to obtain. A tooth from a wolf who has never known battle.
Fate smiles upon you. At the edge of this village is an herbalist called Regan Wildleaf. He may be of help.